Welcome to Nightlife 24/7.
Are you ready to talk about sex?
No, let's talk about relationships.
Or is it time to talk about dating, taboos?
It's on your mind.
So let's talk about it
On Nightlife 24/7.
Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Nightlife 24/7. I'm your boy, Mac. I'm just chilling and talking with my girl, Sweet. And we are continuing our conversation about body shaming. Today is Friday. I know everybody's ready to get the hell off work and just chill. But today we're on the adult level of body shaming. You know, I'm going to reiterate, what the definition of body shaming is, since everyone may have forgotten. It's on Wednesday's show. But body shaming, the act or practice of humiliating someone by mocking or making critical comments about their body shape or size. Expressing mockery or criticism about a person's body shape or size. That's, to me, is just, I don't care how you put it. Maybe I'm wrong. Really, I don't give a damn if you think I am or not. I just think it's bullying. I really do. I think some people are happiest when they are trying to bring someone else down. It's just like they can't get up, so let me bring them down to where I'm at. That's just my opinion. I mean, what do you think, Sweets?
Sometimes it is bullying, but it's so much part of the culture that majority of times I think it's relative.
Well,
some people that do it in a nasty, malicious way, yes, bullying. But in reference to a culture perspective, body shaming is relative.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with you. Some of us do it without even knowing that we're doing it. Some of us do it unconsciously, not even thinking about it. It just comes out. Exactly. Right. We're out and we're kicking it with some friends, and someone comes in wearing something that really doesn't fit them, or it's too small, or it just don't. Girl, did you see that? Oh no, where is her friends at? They just even as a man, I've done it. And I had to actually ask for forgiveness because I had to catch myself because I've done it.
Well, take the step to go outside as a child. And what your mom will tell you is, not all moms, but some, will tell you, go outside all day, you're going to get black. You're already black.
Right.
And then it's like you already have individuals that have issues with their esteem when it comes to their complexion. But these are the things that people say, not meaning any harm. It may be a cliche. It's still body shaming.
Well, I agree with you. My sister, Marshalline. I'm not gonna, she has a nickname. We call her BB, but she is dark as chocolate. But oh my God, she is gorgeous. Doesn't have a problem attracting any kind of guy. Guys are always on, but she is just that dark chocolate. But I remember when she was younger, they used to pick at her. But now, as a teenager and an adult, because she works, as an adult in the nursing field, man, I look at my sister and I always told her, I used to pick, you are so damn beautiful. I have always just said that my sister is beautiful. And I get it, though. I get it. It's based on, I guess sometimes, it depends on culture, where you're at, where your environment,
It's relative. Like my mom, she's the darkest of her siblings.
Right.
So with her growing up, she was always called the pretty black girl. Oh, you're a pretty black girl. Oh, you're a gorgeous black girl. You got some pretty skin to be a black girl. And later, the individuals that she chose to have children with are than
Right, right, right. Yeah.
and I personally feel like it's an inner reflection of how she was treated according to her standards. You know, and when you're being body shamed because of your shape, your color, your attribute, it affects you in the relationships that you have later on in your adult life.
And I personally, and this is just me, I think it deals also, it shows the ignorance of the other person. That's just me.
But it's not just ignorance because people are highly influenced by the media, consumerism, popularity means it's better, majority means it's right. So just like um, people, women that are body shamed for being heavy, now that there's an actual name for it, a category for it, or a theme, so you may call it, now I'm not a fat girl, I'm a BBW. So just the name itself makes me feel better about, my weight, my size. Before it was just, oh, she's fat, oh, she's obese. Oh my God, she has a pretty face to be heavy. Now it's you, oh girl, you BBWs and Slay girl, y'all BBWs are working it. It's all relative. But it doesn't mean any less that you are any smaller. You still big.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna put it out there again. Ashley Graham, if your man messed the hell up, I got you, girl. I got you. Yo, thick, beautiful. Oh, girl, I'll do you with a biscuit and some dirty bath water. Come on. Get with a brother now. That's all I'm saying.
I think you're serious. I think you're serious.
I ain't even trying to play with you. But you know what? I was on the internet as usual. I always try to give us some facts and some stories. And I pulled up some things that did, wow. And these were body shaming things that happened in real life just recently. And I just pulled the titles. That's all I did is pull the titles, not the story. This one says the very first story, orchestra shuts down after telling singers they should be fit and slim to perform. What the hell does how I look affect the way I sound?
Well, I mean, just the same way as how our color affects our credentials. People discredit us because we're black, so we're not supposed to be smart or intelligent or talented unless we're playing a sport. If you're not the right color back in the day, I mean, they used to do the paper bag test for background singers and,
Well, yeah, for churches and nightclubs too.
If you wasn't light-skinned and tiny or petite, then that's how they classified or categorized your talent. They never gave you a shot if you didn't have the look. I mean, look at these TV shows with American Idol and all these other things. But then when you look at the voice sets it apart because they're like, okay, we only want to hear your talent.
Right.
Therefore, you're not being body shamed. You're not being categorized. You're not forced to fit into.
I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying there. And that makes sense. It totally makes a lot of sense. And it's a shame it's that way. It really is. So I get what you're saying, Sweets. I do. I totally understand that. But I don't know. I just don't see my shape of affecting my sound. Because if you think about most opera singers, they're big people.
But they're singing opera, and they have a lifetime of training. So we do got to add that in there too. But when it comes to size, just think about it. We do it. Say, oh, I love Luther. What you say, Big Luther, Little Luther?
Oh man, I can't lie. I like Little Luther. I mean, no, I'm sorry, Big Luther. I apologize. I meant this.
Big Luther.
I like Big Luther. Yeah.
Same for what's her name? Jennifer Hudson. She was big.
Oh, I love Big Jennifer. I love Big Jennifer Hudson. I love Big Jennifer Hudson.
But the last album that she had, she did have a different sound. She's not big anymore. So I mean, her vocals changed. So it's like we body shame, but it's not in a negative manner. It's just what we do. we don't want to be malicious or bully anybody, but it's relative. I mean, because people can say, so about what's her name, Star Jackson.
Yeah, I got
She's
you.
on television,
Yeah.
great personality. I mean, I was very excited to watch her, but after she started losing weight, her personality changed, her ratings dropped, her fan base dwindled.
Right.
And I'm thinking, okay, if she didn't lose weight, then she probably would still be on top. But then you look at Al Roker, and Al Roker got even bigger after he lost weight.
Well, Al looked so weird to me when he lost that weight. I was just like, "Oh my God, is he sick? Is he all right?" He did.
Well, I mean, he did look weird, but I mean, his personality didn't change. He didn't lose any ratings. He ended up getting a promotion. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? He made
Right.
more money. He was more active. You started seeing him doing more unseen things than he was doing before. So it's again, it's relative. Nobody means to be nasty or malicious, but we're used to a certain thing, and so when you change it, and it has to do with your body, it sets everybody else off. Instead of saying, well maybe it was for his health, or maybe it was for her health, but it does changes how we perceive people.
Well, all right. This topic is from Women's Magazine. Why is it hard to believe that Usher would have sex with a big woman? And it's funny. We had that conversation before. Remember? We talked about that.
But to me, I don't think that he wouldn't have sex with a big woman because at the end of the day, pussy is pussy. I think that it's more of the quality of the woman.
I got you.
When you're a celebrity, you
Right.
know what I mean? You don't just pick these random unkept women. So to me, it wasn't the fact that she was large; it was the fact that she was unkept.
All right. All right. Moving on. We're gonna hit the next one. Entertainment Magazine.
I hate it.
I ain't even said the title yet, Sweets.
I hate it.
Okay, this was about Rihanna. This how do you think Rihanna feels about her body shaming? She don't really give a damn.
Well, I don't know about that because one, when Rihanna was thicker,
Uh-huh.
she didn't show a lot of her body off. But after she lost about 30 pounds, she did get breast implants.
Yeah, but she always still walked around with no panties under her dresses and skirt. So
But she's very proud of her body. I mean, and she's another one in the Big Forehead Club. You know what
oh
I'm
my
saying?
God, not the big forehead club.
But it's true. Tyra Banks, I think she got her forehead done. Brandy got her forehead done. But it's like a lot of these women, we shame them, but it doesn't mean that we like them any less, or we don't think that they have problems with their bodies or their self-esteem as celebrities. They
Well,
might have problems if they wasn't a celebrity.
yeah, I personally, I see the thing with me is as much as I follow Rihanna, I never saw her waver in who she was and how she dressed and that. She just stuck to her guns. And to me, I always liked that about her.
I like her too, but I was a fan because she was doing reggae music.
Right.
When Rihanna first came out, she was doing reggae music. She was 13, 14 years old. Her first album was a reggae album. Then when she got to America, things did change.
Well, they were going to change her anyway. She came to America where you have to get we're trying to get you into a new genre. We're trying to get you into a new age bracket. We're trying to, we're going to change this up. We're going to add this. We're going to take away from this. So that's just it, to do business. I understand.
With the Caribbean culture, I mean, it's like there's a little change, but she does seem real about who she is.
Right.
How she carries herself and how she, embraces her sexuality. I love it.
Right. Hey, if you're just tuning in, this is Nightlife 24/7. I'm Mac. I'm kicking it with my girl Sweets, and we're still talking. Yeah, she always Jonesy, but we're still talking about adult body shaming. And right now, we're reading from different magazine article titles, and we're just voicing our opinion on it. That's all. We truly, and I know this for a fact, without even having a consultant talk with Sweet. We feel that everybody should just be who you are and be happy. I mean, because that's the way we are. If you're not content with yourself, then do what you have to do to make you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt yourself and it's not hurting anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Just be happy. There are people out there that gain only happiness by bringing you down. And I applaud anyone who has the confidence to step out and show what they have and not feel ashamed about it. Now, Sweets might not know this next person I'm finna pull up, but she's on Modern Family, and she's the young sister who wore the glasses that was really smart, Ariel Winters. Oh, I love Ariel Winters. Ariel Winters shuts down body shaming, saying she's squeezing into her little ass shorts. That's from Entertainment Magazine. I remember when they showed her when she turned 18, and she had on the little Daisy Duke shorts, and she had on the top, because, on the show, they do as much as possible to cover her breast up, because she has extremely large breasts for a young lady. So, but now that she's now an adult, man, she was letting it all hang out. And girl, I applaud you, because your ass is banging. I'm just putting it out there. You banging, point blank. So give a damn to those who don't like you.
But with those two sisters, I really think that I love their roles and I love their characters.
Right.
Because it's real life.
Right.
You got the one that is complimented because she's petite and cute and open, but she's not smart.
Right.
And then you got the one that's low-key, quiet, sarcastic, intelligent, and very sexy, and then they downplay her character. So that happens in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Things affect us as adults in our relationships as siblings.
No, I agree with you. I totally agree. Now, this one is your favorite magazine again, Entertainment. And I have to admit, she did get a lot larger after she left American Idol. Kelly Clarkson. She lowers the boom on the jerk who called her fat. But she owns it, and she dresses nicely. But, she put on a lot of weight before she got pregnant, and she then kept the weight after she was pregnant.
She's happy.
No, she's damn and a good singer. Sings just as good as she did when she didn't have the weight.
Yes, you got to think too. When you're a struggling artist, you're probably not the happiest person. You're grinding, you're hustling, you're struggling. You're
Right.
trying to make your dreams come true. You don't have the money that you wish that you had. And when you get it and people know you for who you are and your talent speaks for itself, fuck it, girl, eat out a donut, spaghetti sandwiches, whatever you gonna do.
Say just eat it up and be happy, huh?
Just be happy. Now, one thing I can say for prejudice against the weight gain and the loss was with Jill Scott.
Really?
Because Jill Scott lost weight. And I don't know if people are familiar with her ghetto side, but Jill Scott will cut your face up. All right?
Wow.
When she lost weight, she was going in on other heavy women. Even though she started out her celebrity as a heavy woman.
Wow.
She went through a relationship, a bad breakup, and she ended up gaining her 80 pounds back.
Wow.
So now she's on tour and she's performing, and it's like her charisma is a little bit different. It's almost like she has a point to prove, although we know that she's an amazing singer and songwriter. But her yo-yo weight, it was very effective when it came to her marketing and things. If you notice, she wasn't in any more movies or TV shows or anything after that when she lost weight.
Right.
But now that she's gained the weight back, I think she's working on 2 new movies again. She got the new album coming. And I'm like, wow, here it was. You were a big girl. She was nice and sweet and humble. She lost weight. Now she won a kitty cat fight with people on Twitter. And now she gained her weight back, and now she's silent. So it's like those things really affect your personality when people do that. Just like Monique.
But you know what though? Monique owns. She owns her size.
But damn, Monique
Oh, yes, she did. She always skinny bitches angry because they hungry all the time.
Right. And now she's in the skinny girl club. You know, she's lost major weight. I mean, she looks beautiful, but because of her attitude, with her, along with her weight loss, she can't even get a job.
Well, see, and that's also like my girl, Mike and Molly, Melissa. What's her name? They let her go because she lost weight. They let her go. They ended the show, Mike and Molly, because old girl lost weight.
Well, that's just like King and Queen, King of Queens.
Love that show. Love that show.
The one that plays Kevin's wife. She gained weight after her pregnancy.
Right.
And they said that they wanted her to lose weight immediately. She refused. And they were going to replace her. So Kevin decided he didn't want to do the show at all if it wasn't with her. Because it wasn't right for them to pressure her into rapid weight.
Right. Now, because eventually she did lose the weight, but she did it slowly because I remember her being pregnant and then having the weight on and then losing it. So I get you. It's a damn shame. It's a shame that certain industries hold you to a standard that's almost unreal. It's just amazing to me that they've gotten away with it for so many years. I mean, decades and decades they've done things this way and no one has challenged them. Well, I can honestly say that's not true because the modeling world has changed ever since my beautiful, beautiful soon-to-be wife, Ashley Graham, came up on there. So I get it. Yeah.
No, Ashley is not soon to be your wife. Sorry to kill it. Sorry to kill it for you. I mean, that's just like Gabrielle Sidibe. The young lady that plays Becky with the good hair on Empire.
Right.
She's only, related to Precious. And they still call her Precious. And I'm like,
right.
Her name is Gabrielle Sidibe. And people body shame her, and she's losing weight now. She looks amazing. And
yeah, she does. She does.
Talks about her weight loss program, her exercise regime. And when she clapped back at people, she tells people all the time, if I wasn't fat, I would have never got the breakthrough road to change my life.
Right. Now here's
and it's relative. It's all about how it helps you and how you perceive it. Whereas she said she was, body shamed. She didn't have a lot of friends. She was quiet, but she was very active.
Well, they did the same with my girl Cookie. They did the same with her. She had to lose weight before this season.
Well, with her, it's more of her role.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, too, when you're off season and you're raising your kids and, you're not going through your regular regime, her situation was different. They just wanted her back to where she started.
Gotcha.
She got the job.
Gotcha.
So that's just like any other talent. If you present to me, a car to be part of the show, and you go ding the car up.
I need the car to be back the way it was so we can continue the show. Okay.
The position that it was when we put it on the show.
I got you.
So that I understand. Plus, those are part of their contract. Because I've done modeling, I've done acting, and when they scout you, they're scouting you for your measuring. That's like the very first thing because theaters have a feel of what these characters are going to look like.
Well, one industry that I know that has never changed in hundreds of years with a woman and the shape and her size. And everybody can do that business. Porno. You ain't getting body shamed in porno because there is a market for every type and shape in porno.
But see, I think that too is because porno is a taboo. So when it comes to the body shaming, the size, height, color of your hair, or your eyes, or the size of your nose and all those things, I mean that's where fetishes come in at. That's
right.
where those taboos come in at. You get these women that are teased because, like, I had a size 9 foot, and I'm 5'2". I used to get teased because my feet are big, my fingers are long, and I'm not tall. But here it is in porno world, have me some big feet and being a porno just with a man just looking and sucking on my beautiful size 9 feet. I can get some money. You know, you got these women out here that wear size 11, 12, they're 6 foot tall, and they're in pornos just because there's foot fetish.
True that.
But again, that's the relativity. You got to make what you have work for you in a positive manner.
No, and I believe that every woman should, or male, should do that. You should find that niche that works for you and build that confidence. Hell, build that bank account if you can, but build that confidence to keep you standing strong. For those who sit up and want to talk about you, your shape, your size, your color, turn around and say, you might want to check my bank account because right now it's fat too. Yeah, it is real fat too. So
That's like for me growing up. People would tease me because my fingers are long. I used to get the whole ET phone home. When girls we were in high school and girls are, starting to get their little acrylic nails and all that stuff. Like, I didn't really want to get my nails done because it made my fingers look even longer. And people would tease me. So I would try to keep my nails moderate just to keep, attention off my hands. My mom and my grandmother would buy me jewelry. I had rings for days, but bracelets and, things that I wouldn't wear them because I didn't want to bring more attention to my hands. And I was working at QVC when I was in high school. Shout out to QVC in Port St. Lucie for hooking the girl up. But I was working at QVC as a phone rep. And they were doing a walkthrough with some of the marketing people were walking through the phone center area. And I handed this woman a stack of papers. And she said, "Oh my God, you have beautiful hands." And I'm looking at this lady like, whatever. Mind you, no one's ever complimented my hands. They always had jokes because my fingers are very long. So she asked me what department I worked in, how long I've been working here, how old I was. She said, "Well, do you mind if I look at your hands?" And I'm like, "No, don't be touching on my hands. Like, what's wrong with you, lady? You're weirdo." Come find out, she was the marketing director for Hand Model. And she literally that same day walked me from the call center area to the production set to be a hand model. So I went from a call center girl to a hand model at QVC, making $15 an hour in high school, all because of these same fingers that people tease me about, these long ET phone home fingers was getting me hate.
Well, see, I like your long fingers because I know they can wrap around and grab mine. See, I ain't mad at you. I like you, girl. I like that you got long fingers.
People would say, "Well, I don't know why you're trying to play the drums. You need to be trying to play the piano with them long fingers."
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't know why you're doing this. You need to be, you'd be a good keyboardist. I don't want to say that.
Well, you know what?
My fingers are long.
I'm going to jump back on it. You remember I was talking to you, we were talking before the show. I was telling you about the model who had took a picture of a young lady in the locker room of the gym and then sent the picture out and was talking about it. Her name is Danny Mathers. She's looking at 6 months to 3 years probation for what she done. And I think she deserves it. Because what gave you the right to take a picture of someone in the locker room getting dressed or undressed and then tweet it out and then be, "Oh, look at her body, oh, this and that." That was a private area. She didn't give you permission to do that.
But not even that. I mean, whether it's a private area or a public area, it's illegal to unknowingly photo an individual and broadcast it. Now, when we go out in public, of course, most places have surveillance and all those things, and they say, you got the signs, this area is under surveillance. Like they say, if you're in public, you're on somebody's camera somewhere.
Well, yeah, everybody's going with the Big Brother system now.
Right. When it's a private individual, I don't care if they're at a party and you get the drunken girl that's in the bathroom and I'm taking a picture of her, put it on my social media, and I say, "Oh my God, she can't hold her liquor." Like, that is a crime. goes against me.
Wow. So, hey, if you're just tuning in,
The body shaming to it, that makes it even more distasteful.
yeah, true. So, as I was saying, if you're just tuning in, this is Nightlife 24/7. At the moment, we're talking about body shaming. We just got through discussing Danny Mathers, the Victoria's Secret model, who may possibly end up doing 6 months to 3 years probation for taking a photo of a young lady in the gym, in the locker room, and then posting it out. Now, this is my girl. My girl, I love her to death, and I pray to God she doesn't lose any weight. But for me, Amy Schumer is a thick, fine, white girl. Oh, my God, I love me some Amy Schumer. I love everything about Amy Schumer. I love the way the way she just cracks a joke in the most simplest conversations. I love the way she carries herself. I love the way she dresses. She's so simplified, like that girl next door that you really didn't pay attention to, but you be like, damn, okay, wow, I should have noticed her back in school. Now, yeah, Amy, you got it. Amy got body shamed by a swimsuit designer, and boy, did she lit in on him. You go, girl. That's all I'm going to say. You go. She stopped it before it even started. And I love that about her. Oh, man, that just does it for me. But you know,
Definitely has amazing girl power.
yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you an area that I didn't think about. It's, this magazine is called Queer Voices. The ugly truth of body shaming in the gay press. I didn't realize that gays went in on each other like that.
Oh, yes, they do.
I did not.
Worse than women. They're worse than women.
I personally thought that they stuck together like glue.
I have a couple of gay male friends and a couple of transsexual individuals in my circle.
Right, right.
It's all about weight and swag. I mean, you can get a guy that is like, oh my God, your butt is too big for those pants. And I'm like, wait a minute, why are you even worried about his butt? It's a cattiness. And it doesn't matter your sexual orientation. People are catty. People attack other individuals according to what their perception of perfection is. So body shaming has no color, creed, or sexual orientation.
Hell, it sounds like a bullet.
It is.
It sounds just like a bullet because, hell, a bullet doesn't care what color, what shape, what size you are, your name, if you're a president, if you're a poor man. It don't care.
Yep. But, I mean, it just goes back to how you look.
Wow. It just blows my mind. It truly, truly blows my mind that people can be that deep. I mean, it just blows my mind. I don't even know what to say in reference to that. I mean, Sweets, you got to think about it. You would think in this day and time, with all the other stuff that's going on, people would be more together than apart.
Well, if that's the case, we will have to keep your racism. But people will never get along when it comes to personal preferences. Because I like a guy that's taller than me. So am I body shaming the individuals that are shorter than me that I'm not attracted to? It's a preference. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get you.
It's a culture. It has a lot to do with perception, the realistic attributes to the tone that is told to you. Because your best friend can tell you, I really don't think that outfit is going to work. But then some stranger in public is like, bitch, you need to take that off. You know what I mean? So it's all about the way that it's presented and the way that it's received. Because we are individuals of preference. We see things, we know that there's something different, but we don't have the right to belittle people or to bully people or to throwing some negative connotation to how another individual looks. If you don't have nothing nice to say, keep it to yourself.
I believe that. That was the one thing my grandmother always instilled in me. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, then keep your mouth shut.
But it also goes to a loving factor too. Because if I love you, I care about you, and I'm gonna bring certain things to your attention so we can, do something about it.
Right.
If you choose to do something about it or not, me being a friend or being a family member, bringing it to your attention in a sensitive matter, at least I'm being honest with you. It's still my personal preference because I'm putting my ideology on you. But
Right.
maybe it's something that you may not be aware of or not mentally prepared to deal with on your own.
Understood.
It
Understood.
has a lot to do with the delivery.
Listen, the world isn't a. I don't even know how to put this. The world isn't the place it used to be. I mean, it used to be a time where, as family, friends, neighborhoods, and communities, we came together. Even if we didn't like something, when someone came into our area, we stood together as a group. You knew your neighbor, you knew your friends, you knew that person in your community. Now, you can live next door to somebody for 10 years and never even say hello. Oh, I didn't know that person was there, or such and such. I didn't know he was that way. It's amazing over the years how we have changed and separated. And I'm also amazed at how the young kids are now starting to stand a lot more stronger and more wiser than the adults. It is. You know, all I'm trying to say is, with my babbling going on here, is though we change as a culture and as a people, we need to keep our core values the same. Respect, love, honor, cherish, family, God. You need to keep those things the same. Those things should hold you close to one another, especially family. What in the hell does a dad or a mother or a sister or a brother or uncle or cousin? You could be better if you lost 20 pounds. You could be prettier if you wasn't so dark. Come on. That's someone that one day you're going to have to count on to take care of you or be there for you for something.
People talk negative about me because I don't promote putting weave in little girls' hair or finding a little girl's hair. Because when you do that, you're telling her that her hair isn't good enough, or her texture of her hair is too black, or her hair is too short, so you want to give her more hair, make it longer. So now, as an adult, she ends up with a complex because her mom hid her real hair majority of her life. So now that complex infects other parts of her body. So now she, has low self-esteem about other things too. So, these things are really deeply rooted in us as a culture of people. Just think about it.
Do you think as a people, we've just become more distant, more nastier, more meaner toward each other, and that's why we do it?
I think that we've become more honest. That honesty hurts. Just because I'm honest with you doesn't mean that I have the right to disrespect you or to have total regard of your feelings. However, I was always raised with an I don't give a fuck attitude. Because if you don't mean anything to me, nothing that you say shouldn't mean anything to me either. But again, that goes to my roots. I was raised that way. My mother and my stepdad, they told me, listen, if she's not paying your bills, screw it. I would go to school and teachers would have things to say about my hand-me-down clothes or whatever. And my mother would, if she buy your clothes, don't worry about what she got to say about your clothes.
That's the same way my grandmother was. The exact same way.
So then there's other individuals who are body shame. I had heavy breasts. So I had one teacher
Yes,
tell
she
me
does. Yes, she
that I need
does.
to wear a bigger jacket because my breasts are showing. So I went home and I'm like, I need, and that back in the day, the period, it was jacket for like the prom, you know. So I was telling my mom I wanted to wear her jacket to school. And she said, no, I just bought this jacket. I'll put you in next week. I was like, no, I need to wear this one. It's big. And she said, what do you mean it's big? I was like, well, my teacher told me that I would need to wear a bigger jacket because the jacket that you bought for me, that's my size, it showed my shape and it showed my bust. And she sat me down and she told me, she said, listen, unless your teacher is buying you a jacket, don't worry about no leather jacket. She said, your breasts are part of your body. She said, your breasts are covered up. You are a woman. Women have a shape. As long as your clothes are tight or inappropriate, then you're fine. Just because someone else is offended by your body shape doesn't mean that you have to allow them in your head and make them think that the right thing to do is to cover your body up.
Well, your mother had the right idea, and I agree with what your mother said in every sense of the word. I know we're getting ready to end the show here in a few minutes, but for those of you who may have just caught the end of it, you can definitely go to our website, www.nightlife247.com, and listen to the episode. And for those of you who are out there driving and you're not really sure how to get on with us, you can always check us out on Facebook, Nightlife 24/7, which is Facebook and Twitter. But for Instagram, it's Nightlife, the number 2, the word 4, and the number 7. You know, all we're trying to say here is when people come at you about your shape, your color, your size, your height, remember, you got a support system. You got your family. You got your friends. You got your self-esteem that was instilled in you from day one by your parents, okay? Hold fast to that. Think about this. The only reason they're talking about you is because possibly they're not happy about themselves. And sometimes people do things to be mean. Sometimes people do things to bring you down. So because you're happy and perky and confident about yourself, so they want to see you down there with them, miserable and upset. Don't let people bring you down. Don't. You are special and beautiful in your own way. Am I right, Sweets?
Yeah.
I tell Sweets every time I see her how fine she is. Okay? So if no other brother ever tells Sweets how fine she is, you can bet your ass she knows it from me. Okay? That's always every day. Every day. She still won't loan a brother none, but she my girl. She won't loan me none. All right. This is Nightlife 24/7. I'm Mac. This is Sweets. And we are definitely out, and we will talk to you soon. We at Nightlife 24/7 appreciate you, our listener, who has an open mind and heart and are able to listen, learn, and discuss those issues that affect you and your partner. By discussing these issues, we hope to keep the lines of communication open to help inform you, our listener, and our community. It's on your mind, so let's talk about it on Nightlife 24/7.